let's talk about what's going on with you.
Righteous.
The first time I ever met D.W. Flame was a favor for you.
Mm-hmm.
You said, I got this artist I'm working with named D.W. Flame. Could I bring him in to do an interview?
Right.
So you brought him in. We did the interview.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he got locked up afterwards.
Right.
And came back and did another interview.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was pretty much it in terms of my interaction with him. I think he went over to like No Jumper.
Right.
He did some stuff over there. And at one point, he had some issues with you.
Mm-hmm.
He felt that you gave him a bad contract.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about?
He didn't read his contract. We gave him the best contract that anybody. We were going back and forth with our lawyer and our business partners, like, why are you guys giving him all this? Why? And my wife and I were trying to set a precedent. You know, we both co-CEOs in the company, you know, Supreme Circle Music Group. So we were just trying to make sure we laid it all out for him. You know, we were going to give him his own label in the process, Beachbound Records. You know, how would I know this if we didn't discuss this? And we had everything pretty much set up for him. And someone must have gotten in his ear and told him that, you know, things weren't happening as fast for him as they possibly should have or something. So, you know, he decided to go in another direction, non-contractually. And, you know, that still hasn't been resolved to this point, you know, so, you know, we're still in the midst of that, you know, in life, you know, as a man, as a family man, you know, never wish ill on nobody, you know, wish everybody success, all the best in life. But, you know, certain things that you commit to and are bound to when people invest in you and believe in you and bring you up from obscurity, then, you know, you can't just, you know, jump out the boat and swim to another ship. You know, that it don't crack like that in the music biz. So that's what happened, and that's kind of like where we exist right now.
I hate to see it. I really do. Because I'm involved in, you know, the story overall, not in the business on any aspect, but obviously, like I said, you called me and, you know, was like, hey, can you do this for me based on our relationship? And
right.
I said yes.
Right.
So
right.
And
put him right there next to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right there next to you. So that kind of gave him his start in the media, I feel.
Right.
I think I don't think he would deny that on any level.
No, it was a huge favor, and I really appreciated you for doing that. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to bring him to prominence as a true artist. You know, like, this is somebody who's, you know, we're going to get behind and we're going to develop him all the way till, you know, he'd be number one, you know, on the West Coast. You know, we believed in him like that, but, you know, obviously things took a negative turn, and, you know, that happens often in music.
Did you guys put out any projects with him?
Yeah, we put out an album on him.
One album?
Yeah, we got to put out, like you said, he went to prison while we were working with him.
Right, but then he got out.
Yeah,
he was locked up that long.
Well, he was gone about a year, maybe.
Okay,
about something like a year. Yeah, we went to court appointments, all that shit, you know, all that.
So one album came out. Did it do well?
His album came out and it didn't do well.
So that's just your first album?
Yeah, it didn't do well, and I could probably assume some of the blame for that as a label, because, you know, it was our first project that we actually put out on an individual artist, and it was maybe some marketing angles that weren't taken advantage of, but contractually, everything was sound in this contract. We didn't take advantage of any the 360 deal that we had in the contract. He got every dollar for his features. We never came in and said, oh, you got $3,500? Okay, give us $750. You know, his shows. He got all the money from his shows. We would even sometimes help him with wardrobe to go do his shows, transportation. You know what I mean? And he got all his money. It was you saw the relationship that we had when we sat up here. It was like a big homie putting his little homie on. You know, so it just didn't turn out right. So. You know, it was just a lesson along with stepping into the executive role in the music business. So I'm not salty.